Buying a used Mercedes-Benz can feel like a smart upgrade, until one hidden mechanical failure turns that decision into a five-figure mistake. These cars are engineered with precision, but not all of them are built to survive beyond the warranty without serious cost. In this video, you're going to learn exactly which 5 Mercedes models have proven long-term reliability. The ones that continue running past 150,000 miles without constant repairs, excessive maintenance, or financial surprises. And pay attention, because we're opening 2 important loops here. First, I'll break down the safest Mercedes models you can actually own with confidence. Then, at the end, I'll show you which popular models you should avoid completely. The ones that look like a deal but usually end in expensive regret. Let's start. Mercedes-Benz E-Class W211, 2006-2009 facelift. This is where Mercedes-Benz corrected many of the serious reliability issues from the early 2000s, especially after the problematic pre-facelift years. The safest configuration here is the E350 with the 3.5 LV6 M272 engine producing around 268 GP, paired with the 7 G-tronic automatic transmission. Despite the reputation of the M272, the later versions from 2007 onward had most of the balance shaft and timing gear issues resolved, making this a much more dependable setup long-term. In real-world ownership, these cars regularly exceed 150,000 miles without major engine or transmission failure when basic maintenance is followed. Known problems still exist, including aging air suspension on some variants, Airmatic, oil leaks from valve covers, and electronic modules that may fail over time, but these are predictable and manageable compared to newer, more complex models. Before buying, prioritize a full service history, scan all modules for hidden faults, and, if possible, choose steel suspension over Airmatic to reduce long-term costs. This is not the cheapest Mercedes to maintain, but it's one of the first modern ones that won't financially punish you after the warranty ends. Now, the next one on the list is the Mercedes-Benz CLK-Class W209, 2007-2009. And this is exactly the kind of car most people skip, which is why it quietly becomes a very smart buy. Built by Mercedes-Benz in a phase where they were dialing things back and fixing past mistakes, it ends up being simpler and more predictable than a lot of newer models. The version you want here is the CLK 350, with the 3.5 LV6M 272, pushing around 268 GP, paired with the 7 G-tronic automatic. By these final years, that engine had already gone through its main corrections, so you're not dealing with the same risk level people usually associate with it. What you get instead is a car that ages in a very linear, very manageable way. You're looking at things like intake manifold wear, tired engine mounts, maybe some sensors over time. Nothing that suddenly destroys your budget. The transmission, if it's been serviced on time, tends to stay smooth well past 120,000 miles. Before buying, don't get distracted by low price. Focus on service records, test how it behaves from a cold start, and check for small oil leaks that usually indicate neglect. It's not a flashy choice, but if your goal is to avoid financial surprises, this is one of those Mercedes that just makes sense. Moving forward in the list, we get to the Mercedes-Benz E-Class W212 2012-2016 facelift, and this is where things start to feel genuinely solid from a long-term ownership perspective. Built by Mercedes-Benz after years of trial and error, this generation reflects a much more mature engineering approach. The version that stands out is the E350 with the 3.5 LV6 M276 engine, delivering about 302 GP, paired with the updated 7 G-tronic Plus transmission. This engine is a clear evolution over the previous M272. Fewer internal failure points, better thermal management, and much more predictable behavior as mileage climbs. It's common to see these cars go well past 150,000 miles without major engine or transmission work when maintenance is done correctly. That doesn't mean zero issues. You still need to watch for things like timing chain tensioners over time, oil leaks, and aging electronic components. But the difference here is consistency. Problems show up gradually, not all at once. Before buying, check for smooth cold starts. Listen for any abnormal timing noise, and make sure the transmission shifts cleanly under light and heavy load. This is one of those Mercedes that doesn't try to impress you with complexity. It just quietly holds up, which is exactly what reduces financial risk long-term. Stepping into something a bit less obvious, the Mercedes-Benz GLK-Class X204 2013-2015 deserves attention here, especially if you're trying to avoid the usual expensive SUV traps. This compact SUV from Mercedes-Benz shares a lot of its foundation with the C-Class, but with a simpler, more durable setup than most newer crossovers. The version to focus on is the GLK 350, using the same 3.5L V6M 276 engine with around 302 GP, paired with the 7 G-Tronic Plus transmission. By this point, that powertrain was already well proven, and in this platform, it's not overly stressed, which helps long-term durability. Owners regularly push these past 140,000, 160,000 miles without major failures when maintenance is consistent. The issues here are mostly predictable. Things like worn suspension components, engine mounts, and occasional sensor failures. Nothing structurally alarming. It also avoids more complex air suspension systems, which is a big advantage financially. Before buying, check under the car for suspension wear. Listen for drivetrain noises at low speeds, and confirm transmission service history. It's not the most talked about Mercedes, but from a reliability and cost control standpoint, it's one of the safest SUV choices they've made. And closing the list, the one that stands out as the most consistently reliable in this lineup, the Mercedes-Benz E-Class W212 1990-1995. This is from a completely different era of Mercedes-Benz, when durability wasn't just a goal, it was the standard. The best versions here are the E320 with the 3.2L inline-6 M104 engine, producing around 217 GP, paired with the 4-speed automatic transmission. On paper, the numbers don't look impressive, but mechanically, this setup is extremely overbuilt. It's very common to see these engines go beyond 300,000 miles when basic maintenance is respected. What makes this car different is how it fails. Slowly, predictably, and usually without catastrophic damage. Of course, age brings its own challenges. Wiring harness degradation, vacuum leaks, and suspension wear are all expected at this point. But none of these are financially destructive if you go in prepared. Before buying, inspect the wiring harness condition, check for smooth idle and transmission engagement, and pay close attention to signs of poor long-term storage. This isn't just a reliable Mercedes. It's the benchmark that built the brand's reputation. And from a financial risk perspective, it's the one that proves that simplicity and solid engineering will always outlast complexity. At the end of the day, choosing a used Mercedes-Benz comes down to avoiding complexity and focusing on proven mechanical setups. The safest bets are models with naturally aspirated V6 engines, like the late M272 and especially the M276, paired with the 7 G-Tronic transmission. Combinations that have already shown they can go well past 150,000 miles without constant, unpredictable costs. Older platforms like the W124 go even further, relying on simple, overbuilt engineering that ages in a much more controlled way. This isn't about finding a cheap Mercedes. It's about avoiding the ones that become expensive after you buy them. Stick with what's proven, avoid overcomplicated newer options, and you'll reduce your financial risk dramatically. Drop a comment with the model, engine, and mileage you're looking at. That's where the real decision begins.